Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of StellarTactics, where in the Archmedium system I'm going to select the trade port to complete one of our missions, where somewhere between 9 and 11 hours after the previous episode, and I've been spending all that time to mine resources. And as you can see, we got 10k of our cargo space being used out of the 11.1k. Those are the items I have aboard my ship, and all of those are actually picked up from ships which were destroyed during fights between some of the factions, basically raiders or scavers versus the houses. So I was able to pick them up. There's one useful piece among it, and that's the warp drive we have here, because it's increasing the power generation and the max speed a little bit. So that's useful, anything else isn't. We don't have trade good, but we have a whole lot of ores. Those are the refined ones, and as you can see, some of them are quite valuable, most notably gold, platinum, silver, titanium, and I thought I had another one. No, we have lots of, these are all ores. These are my ores. We have lots of ores. We certainly have a lot of asbestos, and the reason for that is why we're close to that space station, because I needed to complete the mission. Once that's done, everything else will be refined. But all the rare earth minerals and all the refined ores are going to transfer to my personal storage in the trade station, which will then be used to craft items as soon as I'm able to. So there's a lot, but that's explaining the 10k. Then we have our characters. This is our mining guy, and he went up to level 27 in mining. So I have a 10% chance to target ores and 40% increased ore, meaning I was able to mine a lot faster, or more efficient actually, once I got level 25. I think I mined almost as much from level 25 to level 27 as I did up to level 25. Those funds are from the mining drones. So I do have nothing in my inventory, just like before. But as said, I heard something. I'm not in the mood to get involved in a fight yet. So as said, we have a mission to complete. So we're going to transfer asbestos. And I really wish we would be able to actually... Oh, wait a second. Of course we are. that is. $936, 726 needed. That should be enough. And done. Now, anything else is, as I said, being refined. It's doing it in 30s, so it's going to take a while. Nice part, if I'm not mistaken, this will also add to the mining skill, so at least that's went up a few percent. And done. $67 now. So that's done. It's time to move to our next station. Giving me the opportunity to change ships and giving us the opportunity to do something else, which probably means we're going to do some exploration and scanning Aznari ruins, because we're still not completely done with that mission. For some, I might say unfortunately, but that's just what the game's like. You also have to keep an eye on him. It seems to move away, so yes, we did a lot of mining and we did a lot of collecting items. I haven't checked stash yet. I've got to switch that. I'm using a different setting now. Every time in a fight when I was thinking about launching flares, I accidentally hit the R. Flares is T, and I accidentally hit the R for micro warp, so I jumped out of the fight and had to go back and things like that. So I changed micro warp to M. I have no idea which button I used to open the map actually. because I haven't thought of that. We'll see. This is my storage space. Now this is weird. Looks like this is it. So it's off to ship vendor. And we can sell our last ores here. Before I'm going to do that, I'm actually going to just check the stash for anything. Yep, I have a lot of items I can salvage, so I'm going to do this first. Because that would also salvage all the ship parts I have. Maybe we actually get may get some schematics giving me the opportunity to actually start crafting stuff. I doubt it. Okay. I saw at least one schematic being unlocked. But I also saw a skill going up. So I can currently choose between, and I hadn't one selected, which is weird, but I can currently choose between less failure or more experience. think this is the more experience sounds nice, except I'm still having failures. If I reduce the amount of failure, I will keep having the same experience, but with the big advantage, at least in my opinion, that I'm getting more weapon parts and ship parts from the items I'm salvaging. So at some point I may perhaps switch this out, but for the time being, getting less failed salvaging, which means more spare parts in general, is better as having more experience and do everything faster. Because if I do everything faster, it sounds nice, but if you destroy something faster and in the process don't get anything useful out of it, then the only thing you learned is how not to salvage things. So this means I'm able to get more schematics out of it, but as you can see at level 30, 35 and 40 I'm already getting more schematics, weapon and mods, armor, shields and eventually ships. So level 40 is certainly the one I'm going to pick. Ship schematics are very difficult to get by. That's something I already figured out. $8,000 from all the ores. So that's nice. This is going to be put in my ship. And I better do that now. And that one is going to be salvaged. So what's left to do? First of all, I'm going to swap ships again. And speaking of, I was mining shipwrecks. This is more or less what we got from that, including the buggy area when we were getting those items from asteroids. But I'm going to swap back to that ship. Because this is the Explorer, it's faster, it's not as good armed as the previous one. Let's see if I'm able to actually get some things. Exceptional turrets. Free light missiles. Less DPS. Lower reload speed, so that's no. And this one is exceptional and everything here is normal, so nope. Now let's see, drives 1563. Warp drive is no. I think I'm not going to upgrade ship parts yet. Except for this one. 9866. Actually, I'm going to buy that one. And this one. And anything else? I have to check how many beacons and mining drones I actually have currently. 38 beacons. 15 drones. 15. I thought I had less. Not gonna do that. Going to swap shields and the armor. And I'm still having doubts. Yes, I know. I said I won't do that, but I'm gonna buy this one. And hey, those are being salvaged. I think I'm going to store that one. Not because I can, but because of the fond memories. After all, it's our very first FTL drive. And our final part is this. These are currently the things I can craft. Shotgun, flamethrower, sled, one-hand slash, pierce, two-hand pierce, and fist. Basic shield, grip, and a vibro mod. For ships, I have nothing yet. So what I can do is, for a moment, check is shotgun skill 15. I have a legendary. And I'm doing 44 damage. So let's see. Shotgun level 15. Or 16. So 7 finishing points left. So we got a new item in our backpack. We can't use it yet, but compared to what he's currently able to do, as soon as he's level 16, which won't be that long, he'll be able to use this. Disadvantage, maximum ammo 8 rounds, which means in a fight at some point I will most likely have to do a reload. But it looks like crafted weapons are very overpowered. And he's quite close to level 16, so no rifles, only shotguns. Yep. So that's it for now. Time to head to our craft. If I'm not mistaken, I had mined each and every planet in this system. I will give that a quick check. After that we're going into FTL and start exploring again. And hopefully we're able to get that last Aznari ruin to finish that mission. Yeah, I still have that mission. I think we have something happening here. No droids deployed, so we got something here. We actually have things here, so we're going to head to this system, doing a jump, and from that point on I start exploring again. I won't. Not this time. Funny thing, in one of my last playthroughs I actually discovered something else about spaceflight by using my cursor keys. I always wondered how to get my craft from going straight, flying up and down? Well, I found out by accident using the cursor keys. Which actually makes it a little bit easier if/when I'm doing a space fight and my opponent is trying to flee or trying to ram me. I know how to avoid the hits. And I know how to get after him easier. Right, I said which system? That one.
FTL drive engaged.
Should have done it differently. Well, never mind. I can always do that later. What I should have done, if I'd be smart, is simply jump to the systems in an alphabetical order and release my mining drones over there. Because I guess I don't have any drones left. But I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, right. I think I know what's happened. I misunderstood something. I thought I had 18, but I didn't have 18. I had room for 18. 18. So we're simply going to buy one mining drone, release that. Get that last planet working. The mining done, and turn into FTL after that and start looking for ruins. That's a very big cargo ship. I don't want to find this one. Not even with a better ship, because it will probably shred me to pieces. Oh. Full cargo.
Docking.
Funny thing, everything is static until I get on board the ship. Ship equipment, mining drones, buy. I could take 15. And that's it. Of course, now I find better stuff. Or not. But I won't deal with that. What I do want to do is something I saw in my inventory. We have 33 frag grenades, but I'm lacking the stuns. Ah no, 40 stun. So I want to be sure if I'm able to get what I need. Looks like it. So 33 frags, 40 stuns. Only EP nades. That's the ship vendor. Pharmacy augmentations. Weapons. Smoke grenades. So nothing useful. I have no idea which factions we're in. Chicago. I need to think. Life sign tracker. 275. I don't have tokens. But this is an important piece. Unless I already had it. this is an important piece. So what I'm going to do is accept some missions. And I think I'm going to do a long one, because those give the best rewards. We need 275 tokens for that lifetime tracker. The advantage of that device, well, it basically already gives it away, but I'm able to use it for a brief moment, and it gives me more or less the location of people hidden in rooms or in caves and whatever. So it makes it a lot easier to actually anticipate on it. And for some missions, that's pretty easy. I mean, you've seen what can happen if I just run around and all of a sudden you run into an ambush or whatever. Although quite often I have the initiative, being in a situation where your team is spread out. Where your team is spread out and all of a sudden you have to face that some of your team members actually need to run a long distance before they're even at the fight location, while the rest of the team is being attacked by multiple monsters. It's not fun. So with the lifetime tracker I'm able to avoid that. With that in mind, I will also mention it on star map. That's a nice one. And we had a conflict. Up there. Don't think I'm able to scan it. Heavy attack. Okay. Four turrets. Six turrets. In general, this one won't need help. But I'm going in because it would give me some positive influence with all the houses and the order. So my range is 540.
Warning, shield.
And this is what I did previously. As you can see, everything gets a +1 infections. Only the scavengers don't. We got shield boosts, we looted electronics of the EX Force. It's all basic, so I will salvage it. But because of the improvements in factions by simply assisting. And there's another one. Light attack. '89 it said. And here I was saying that I would do an Aznari scanning mission. Those green circles are shipwrecks. Iron, plasma and missile. Meat. But it's scavengers, so. In theory I should be able to destroy it. It's very obviously.
Warning, shield.
And I need to keep moving. Every time I got hit, my shields are going down a little bit.
Enemy shields offline.
Now I'm curious if I'm able to destroy No, I'm not. I'm going to destroy him because the weapons I have probably don't do much, and this works a lot better. So what do we have? Well, first of all, again, all the factions. Targeting computer, ore refinery, turrets, and ammunition. Two ore refineries. Done. Jump point. Another conflict. Where? Up there. So I could join them. Hell, who I'm kidding. I want to join them. I simply want to. There's a lot of conflicts going on.
Warning, shield. Enemy shields offline.
I have a problem. I'm able to shoot, but for some reason my thrust isn't showing up. Now it is. It mentioned another conflict, but I don't see it. Ah, there it is. Two turrets. Let's see, he mentioned something about skills. Electronics, 8. So we need 2 more before I can actually get to this point. At least I don't have to use flares this time. So that's an advantage. But they do have iron and laser beam. So it's very likely they will constantly attack my shields.
Enemy shields offline.
I saw something interesting. More experience for all crew at stations. Warp drive. Targeting improved, but we got extra experience points. Which means that it won't be long before she gets... Ah no, she just improved to level 4. It's going to take a while. But yeah, this is nice. 5% bonus to hull and 5% bonus to subsystems. It's likely that the other on electronics also had a boost. And on weaponry, so yep. There is a conflict. I hear the fighting. Ah, there it is. Let's go.
Warning, shield.
I have to make sure my capacitor never gets below that point. Too late. This one may be tricky. If it's too tricky, I simply jump into hyperspace. It's too tricky. It's too tricky. Too much damage, so yeah. Oh well, I knew this ship wasn't that good. At least not up to the point where I'm actually able to get myself the better items. I'm so much about what should I do? Should I join the fight or shouldn't? I want to go on in FTL, so let's do that. It was fun, but I have no intention to get my ship blown up.
FTL drive engaged.
I just realized I forgot something, so we have to go back.
FDL drive disengaged.
Because I bought that last mining drone to get that last node mined out in this system. But I'm so distracted doing everything else that I completely forgot about that one mining node I still didn't have a drone sent to. Solved.
FTL drive engaged.
Now we needed to get this one done. Hopefully, we're also able to get ourselves an Aznari scanner. Doesn't look like it. No Aznari.
FDL drive disengaged. So we have to go to 3. There's also an outpost of the order. And although outposts don't count for trade missions, if, big if, but if it has faction agents, it's still interesting. So what I'm going to do, because time is almost up, it's already past actually, I'm going to land here first. Oh, that's the target. I'm going to land here first. and see if there's a faction agent. If there's a faction agent, I can mention it on the star chart and I can actually place a beacon here. If there isn't a faction agent, I can simply ignore it.
Landing.
So in general, we're going to land, check, get in space, and land in the mission area. And at the mission areas, when we're there, I will close up for today. So you know, next week we're going to do a long session of fighting, which is basically why I want that lifestyle tracker. And there is a faction agent. But not there's no need to check anything else yet. Let's see, everything in ship, okay. Wrong button.
Landing.
And that's the last landing for today. I have no idea what we're going into, but it'll be fun. Usually the longer missions are going to be a combination of base like this and ruins. So also usually those missions are going to have a combination of enemies, and most likely they will end up, this is the exit, they will end up as having the boss in the last area. So what I'm going to do is simply run here. And see what happens. Because nothing. I have to go a high profile enemy and not eliminate all hostiles. So I stick here. And next week we're going to pass through those areas to get that enemy. Unless I can do a hacking game. Yep, I can do a hacking game. Maybe next week I'll check the map and see if we have something interesting. If not, we're just going to run through. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I liked it. I mean, yep, I liked the space battles. We accomplished a few things with that. And hopefully we'll be able to finish those 2 missions pretty fast and get ourselves the last pieces from that scanner. Because then we'll be able to progress a little bit more on the main story. So, thanks for being around. I hope to see you next week. Have a good day and goodbye.